Professor,
Olá.
qual o seu conto favorito de Sir Arthur Conan Doyle?
Why is this controversial?
Ask her.
Oh, my favourite is the Bruce Partington plans, which I used a bit of in The Great Game. I also love the Red-Headed League very much. I love it. It's a very odd and unusual story called The Yellow Face, which I've always liked. I love lots of them, almost all of them, really. I'm very fond of the quieter, smaller ones. There's a beautiful story called The Case of Identity, which is the second or third of the short stories, I think. And I've used little bits of that in a couple of episodes because it's just a bit about someone oscillating on the pavement. Always means a love affair. That's from that. And, it's a very simple story about a woman whose stepfather wants her to remain unmarried so he can keep her money, and she's so short-sighted she can't tell that her fiance is him. It's quite difficult to do on the screen, but I used a little bit of it in The Empty Hearse, Mrs. Sutherland. That's one of my favourites actually. The Blue Carbuncle I love, the Christmas story. Well, most of them, yes. But the Bruce Partington plans is always, I love that one, it's fantastic. It's got submarine plans, it's got the Tube, which I love, the London Underground. It's got a brilliant mystery, man found dead on the lines, and Sherlock works out that he was actually on top of the train, which is fantastic. Mycroft's in it, it's great.
Next question is from Isabella Sabatini. Isabella Sabatini. Oh my god, anyway, what was it like to play John Dashwood in Sense and Sensibility? And will the Doctor meet Jane Austen on the next season?
Well, it was lovely doing Sense and Sensibility. I don't know if everyone's seen Sense and Sensibility. Has it been on here?
Yes.
I think on DVD, yes.
I have a lovely ginger wig in it. And a little ginger son as well, actually. It was great. It was very lavish and beautiful BBC drama with a wonderful cast. I had a great time, actually. The Doctor meets Jane Austen. Well, the Doctor's had a lot of writers, actually. It's interesting. One of the things which the new series of Doctor Who sort of invented is the idea of a celebrity historical. So Charles Dickens, Agatha Christie, Winston Churchill, Shakespeare. There's three writers there. So I think Jane Austen stands quite a good chance, actually. But I'm not quite sure what the adventure would be. Maybe an alien posing as Mr. Darcy. He dives into a pond and his real skin comes out.
That's a good twist.
Next question is from Clarice Meireles. Dear Mr. Gatiss, I have been a fan of you and your work since League of Gentlemen. I admire you as a producer, actor, and writer. My question is, how does
not as a human being.
How does it feel to write and act on a show so popular as Sherlock? And can you tell us some tips for the young writers present here? Yeah, is that it? Thanks. There's a thanks.
It feels... No, it's fantastic, positive. It's a privilege, as I say, to be involved with a show like Doctor Who, which has always been my favourite show since I was a kid, and Sherlock Holmes, which I've always adored. To be so successful is fantastic privilege and a joy. So I never stop pinching myself, really. And my advice to young writers is get out of my way. I think the only advice I ever really give to people is to keep at it. It's very easy to get distracted because everyone has to earn a living. It's very easy to get downhearted because everyone gets rejected. I spent years and years and years and years before the League of Gentlemen really took off and opened doors to everything. So it's very easy to get downhearted. But if you believe in what you're doing and you put your heart and soul into it, I think it will get through eventually. So, get out of my way.